Facebook again. I just got a little message saying the broadcast stopped. So I'm just going to pick up from where I left off before. So I was talking about how the law of polarity talks about how everything is two things. So when we're looking at the example I was talking about around stress, I want to be stress free. If you think of stress on a stick, there's the abundance of stress at this end and there's the lack of stress at the other end. So everything, the law of polarity is saying that everything is two things, and we get to focus on which end of the stick or partway through it that we want to focus on. So when we're saying things like, I want to be stress-free, so this is at the lack of stress end, and then we're focused on all the stress that's happening and all how busy we are, we've got so much to do and not enough time and all that sort of stuff. We're focused on the other end of the stick. This is where we're getting mixed messages, okay? So this is where the universe doesn't know what you want, basically, because you're saying two different things. And then the law of vibration comes into it, because wanting to be stress-free and focused on all the things that are stress, what are we going to be feeling? We're going to be feeling stress. So what's that doing to our vibration? It's making it lower. So then the law of attraction chimes in and says, right, this is the vibration you're sending out. So I have to send you more things to maintain that vibration or to that match that frequency. All right. It's like if you're listening to B105, you're not going to get country and western because it's a pop radio station. Okay, it can only give you more pop songs. That's how it works. All right, so let's have a look at some common affirmations. And like I said in the last live, affirmations are simply words that we say. So some common things that might be attracting drama when you don't intentionally want it to be. Okay, so a very common one, I'm always busy. So why does that take drama? It's like you're taking. Some people can take pride in being business, in their busyness. Okay, oh, I'm so busy. I'm so important. That may not necessarily be you. However, you're still using the words "I'm always busy." Okay, so when you are at a deeper level, it can sort of signal that your worth is being tied to overwhelm. Okay, I'm so busy, therefore I feel important, I feel useful, that sort of thing. Therefore, I am worthy. Okay, however, that also is linking a lot of stuff to stress and overwhelm. Okay, where we don't intentionally mean to do that. And sometimes it can be that it's a habit that we've gotten into, saying that, I'm always busy. All right. So what you can do though to reframe it, and this is the thing, I want you guys to pay attention to what you're saying and asking, is that actually making my life harder than it needs to be? And how can I reframe that? So I'm always busy. That can be reframed to be, I use my time wisely and always have space for what matters most. Okay, now this is going to work because it's emphasizing, it's focusing on the balance, it's focusing on being efficient, and it's aligning with your priorities. Okay, so I use my time wisely and I always have space for what matters most. All right, another one that is quite common to hear is, I'm a perfectionist. Now, perfectionism often creates stress and a lot of dissatisfaction, because we're always trying, we're always striving, we're always trying to get to something that is really unattainable. And what it does is attracts situations into your life where you are always trying, you're always trying to get there. So then there can be that feeling of, it doesn't matter what I do, it's not good enough, or it's never perfect. So there's this whole not enoughness around it. So if you are one to say, I'm a perfectionist, let's reframe that one, because there's nothing wrong with wanting to do a good job, okay? So let's reframe it to, I strive for excellence while embracing progress and growth. Now, of course, these are just suggestions for you. If those words don't resonate with you, get some words that do, along the same sort of lines though, okay? I always do my best while learning and growing along the way. Okay, reframe them to how it feels good for you to say. So you want it to focus though on effort and growth without the impossible standards and without any struggle. Okay, you want it to be, you want to grow and you want to learn, but you want it to be relatively easy along the way as well. All right, so the next one, I never give up. This is great. You know, people think, yeah, that's a great attitude to have. I never give up. Always get in there, give it a go. It's a wonderful attitude. However, it can also be attracting situations where you constantly have to fight to succeed. All right. So if you feel like your life is a battle, that everything is hard, everything is like you're pushing shit uphill, it could, and you say this could be what's going on under the surface. Okay. So a reframe on I never give up could be I persist with grace and trust that things will unfold with ease. Okay, so it's keeping the persistence, it's keeping that, you know, get in there, give it a go sort of thing, but it's also inviting ease and flow into the process. Okay, it's all about this balance. Another one, I'm independent. So this can sometimes translate into isolation, refusing help. You know, you don't want to be seen as weak or you know, you want to prove yourself to people sometimes, and that can sometimes lead to unnecessary struggles. Okay, so it's fantastic to be independent, so let's reframe that to I value my independence and I welcome support and collaboration when needed. All right, doesn't that just feel better? You've still got the balance there. You've still got that self-reliance. You know that you're the one that can get it done and you can take pride in that. You're also inviting connection and ease. Okay, because we're not actually meant to be on this earth individually. We're meant to be part of a community. So you're inviting that connection and ease by reframing it to I value my independence and I welcome support and collaboration when needed. Okay, what else have we got here? Another one. I'm always prepared for the worst. Fantastic. If you were a Boy Scout, Girl Guide, you grew up with that, always be prepared. You know, it's good to be prepared. You know, in what we're going through at the moment in South East Queensland and North East New South Wales, we need to be prepared. However, this can bring drama into your life because you're constantly expecting the worst to happen. So you've got this mindset where you're looking for the negatives. Okay, you're looking for what can go wrong. And then the law of attraction, you know, you don't feel great when you're looking for things to go wrong. So the law of attraction has to bring you things to go wrong so that you can give evidence to, you know, see, I'm prepared for the worst. I knew the worst was going to happen, knew that was going to happen, knew it wouldn't work out. Okay. So instead of having I'm always prepared for the worst, reframe it to I trust that I am always prepared and that things work out for my highest good. So for on a personal note, with everything that's going on with Cyclone Alfred, you know, we prepared. We got water and made sure we had gas, and you know, we cleaned up the yard and took everything off the decks that could have blown away, or you know, we did all of that. So we prepared. However, my mindset is we're going to be okay. No matter what happens, we are okay. All right. And one of my favorite affirmations is that things are always working out for me. So you can be prepared and you can still be positive as well. So that reframe is I trust that I am always prepared and that things work out for my highest good. So it keeps you ready, but not on in high alert sort of thing. And it's shifting the focus to trust and positive outcomes. Okay. All right. Next one. And this is the last one that I'll do as an example. So this one is I can handle anything. All right. Now, this one can drama because it's kind of like inviting challenges that you constantly need to handle. All right. If I can handle anything, okay, well, here's something for you to handle. Here's another thing for you to handle. Okay. So you can reframe that to I navigate life's experiences with ease and trust that all is well. So again, this is retaining that strength of you are really awesome, but it's also aligning with that ease and trust rather than constant tests of resilience. Okay, because this whole being resilient is a wonderful thing. It's wonderful to be able to get back up, but you don't want to have to keep getting knocked down to prove your resilience. Okay, so I navigate life's experiences with ease and trust that all is well. It's just bringing that trust into the whole picture of things and ease. Okay, all right. I hope this is making sense for you guys. So a way that you can identify if an affirmation is working against you, you can ask yourself these questions. So, with everything that I say to you guys, you've got to be aware. You've got to be aware of your language. What are you focusing on? Okay. So, what you are saying to yourself, is it focusing on overcoming problems? Is it focusing on surviving? Is it focusing on you always having to be on? Okay. So that's the first thing. And then you can ask yourself, what does this affirmation assume I need in my life to be true? Okay. Does it assume that I need to have struggle? Does it assume I need to have hardship or constant effort? And if it does, this is where you need to reframe things. So those ones that I was talking to you about before, always being busy, thinking for the expecting the worst. These are assuming that you need to have something hard happen in your life to make that true. So this is where you can start to reframe it. All right. So some practical little steps for you to do that. So you write down one thing you say often. Okay. And it can be, like I was saying before, it can be something that you're proud of, like I am resilient or I'm a survivor. They're things that you're proud of. However, what needs to happen in your life to make that true? All right. So we're writing down one thing you say about yourself that you're proud of. Start with one. You can do this for a lot of things. And just ask, what does this statement assume about my life circumstances? So if I'm a survivor, what does that assume about my life? That I have to survive things. I have survived things, and you can be proud of that. If you're still saying it, there needs to be more things come into your life for you to survive, okay? So then reframe it into a positive, empowering statement that focuses on ease, growth, and alignment with what you truly want. Okay? So this is where you can turn it around and you can make it into something that, I navigate through life with ease and I trust that everything is working out for me. Okay? That's just an example that you can use. Or I thrive in all circumstances and I welcome ease into my life. So that's another way that you could reframe I'm a survivor. And get some words and see how they feel, because it's important how they feel. Okay? It's important that it makes you feel good as well. And you go with the words that make you feel good. Okay? All right, so I am going to wrap it up for today. Affirmations, they are incredibly powerful tools. They're only as good as the energy behind them, okay? So when you reframe your words, you're not just changing what you say, you're changing how you feel, you're changing the vibration you're sending out, therefore you're changing what you attract into your life. All right. Have an amazing day, everyone. Let's see what news stories you can start telling yourself. If you want to, please drop them into the comments. Share with people, what is an affirmation that you have reframed, because that might inspire somebody else to, get the cogs working and help them to come up with their own reframes as well. And I'd love to hear what you're shifting into. Have an amazing day. Stay safe. If you're in southeast Queensland, northern New South Wales, stay dry. My thoughts are with you, and I'm sending lots of good positive vibes your way. All right, everyone. Have an amazing day, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye bye.